Hi, friends, and welcome to Peace is Here. I'm your host, Avis Kalfsbeek. This is another episode in the Wolff Peace series, a journey through Robert Paul Wolff's 1966 anthology, Political Man and Social Man. In each episode, we pair one of the great political theorists from Wolff's book with someone who lived peace as a daily radical practice. Together, they help us explore the tension between power and principle and what peace truly requires. The Thinker, Karl Marx, 1818 to 1883. Today's thinker is Karl Marx, exploring one of his most enduring ideas, alienation, in the essay Alienated Labor, selected by Wolff for his anthology. In a capitalist system, Marx argued, workers become alienated from the very things they create. They don't control the process or the product, and in turn they lose a part of themselves. Labor becomes not a form of expression or empowerment, but a tool of survival. As he put it, the worker becomes all the poorer the more wealth he produces. He becomes an appendage of the machine. For Marx, this alienation wasn't just economic, it was spiritual. It severed people from their humanity, their community, and their power. Peace Pairing, Ella Baker, 1903 to 1986. To balance Marx's theoretical insight, we turn to Ella Baker, an American civil rights leader and radical organizer whose life was a rebellion against hierarchy. Baker believed deeply in grassroots organizing, in the collective power of ordinary people to change the world. She helped found the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, SNCC, and worked behind the scenes in movements led by others, always lifting local voices over charismatic leadership. She said, "Strong people don't need strong leaders." Ella Baker never sought the spotlight. Instead, she invested in training and trusting young people, especially Black women and students, to organize from the ground up. If Marx diagnosed alienation, Baker practiced reconnection. She modeled a form of leadership that was radically democratic, unalienated, and rooted in community. Your peace questions to ponder. Big picture. What would it take to redesign a society where people aren't alienated from their work, their communities, or themselves? Day-to-day life. When have you felt most empowered or connected to others through shared effort? How might you nurture that more often? That concludes this episode of Peace is Here. You can learn more at aviskalfsbeek.com, where I share updates on this podcast and my books. I write best friend activist short fiction in the Pedro the Water Dog Saves the Planet series, eco-adventure novellas for readers who care about justice, joy, and saving the world one story at a time. And I'd be grateful if you followed my Kickstarter campaign at aviskalfsbeek.com/Kickstarter. Coming up next, more thinkers, more peace pairings, and more bold questions from the Wolff Peace series. This episode is human narrated by me, but created with the help of AI, which has promised to let me know if it makes something up. So far, no confessions. But if you believe I've missed something, or if you just want to say hello, I'd love to hear from you. Podcast music is Dalai Lama Riding a Bike by Javier Peque Rodriguez. You'll find links to his music on Spotify and Bandcamp in the show notes. If you enjoyed this podcast, it really helps me if you subscribe on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. A quick rating or review helps others discover peaceful, independent storytelling. And if you have a project that can use a calm, peaceful narrator, my cloned voice, Amaya Calm, is now available in the 11 Labs voice library. AMAYA Calm. The voice is designed to support storytelling that promotes peace and dignity. You can even have Amaya Calm read to you using the 11 Labs Reader app. She sounds like this. Peace is not something you wish for. It's something you make, something you do, something you are, and something you give away. John Lennon. If you haven't used 11 Labs yet, it helps me if you use the link in the show notes below. The link is try.11labs.com bit.ly/peace, and 11 Labs is spelled out. I'll earn a small affiliate payment which supports my creative projects focused on peace. I'm Avis Kalfsbeek. Thank you again. Until next time, listen for the peace.